Hello. Okay. Let's test the chat. Is anyone with me? Today, I'm gonna try to finish your not 100% finish the song, but just about. Definitely get as far as we've gotten with any song since beginning this live stream. It's going to be the song that we high like. Oh man. It's gonna be the one that we started with Simon from China. When was that? A month ago or something. I did a little bit of a tutorial yesterday where we used it as the canvas to show how I master stuff. But today I have a list of things I'd like to do with it here in front of me. And apart from that, I'm just gonna experiment a little bit. Maybe record a few vocals that I'm missing. And do some deep dives into very detailed oriented things. And then I think we're gonna go for about 2 hours or so. And then I have to start preparing something else. I'm not gonna live stream tomorrow, even though I thought I would, but I'm gonna do this workshop somewhere instead to earn some money, man. So let's dive into it, I think. This is the arrangement. Right now we're just hearing one synth. So maybe let's just start out by hearing the entire thing. I don't have a name for it yet, actually, but I'm pretty far with the lyrics. So yeah, if you remember, we made most of the elements that the instrumental is built up around with Simon. And yesterday I wanted to make a song of it, and it was pretty instantaneous. I think it was 2 hours or so from having the first melody idea and then having sort of an arrangement laid out. It's a little bit of a weird way of building it up. After the intro, we go straight to what I think is sort of the chorus, but the chorus and the verse are very alike. Okay. You know what? Let's give it a listen.
I don't even think about you anymore. I made up my mind, you're hurting the boat. I'm lying on the street with the smile you adore. I know, I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know, I know. I keep running, but I'm running out of time. You won't get another minute of my prime. Tell me what you want and tell me what you like. I'm gonna take back what's rightfully mine. I know, I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know, I know. cry if I wanted, but no. I'm lying on the street with the smile you adore. I know, I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know, I know. Safe to say, I say it's safe to say no. I self-medicate, it's obvious, I know. Tell me what you want and give me what you like. I'm gonna take back what's rightfully mine. I know, I know, I know, I know. 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 I know, I know, I know. On my knees on a dirt road. On my knees and I look for who I am. On my knees 'cause I don't know if I meet someone I hardly know. Let it roll, let it roll. Let it roll, let it roll. Let it roll, let it roll. I don't even think about you anymore. I made up my mind, you're a hurt and a bore. I'm lying on my sheets, doing nothing at all. I know, I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know, I know. I don't even think about you anymore. I could make you cry if I wanted, but no. Why don't you think about me anymore? I know, I know, I know, I know.
Yeah, that's it for now. Hi, Magnus. I think it's just about done. I really like the build up. It's not 100% recognizable the first time around. You do get a little bit sort of like what's going on now, but I mean that's just because I enjoy that part of it. I just think it definitely works best going from the intro and then into what I at least perceive as the chorus. The I don't even think about you anymore. I made up my mind, you're a hurt and a bore. Why don't you think about me anymore? I know, I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know, I know. That bit. Because then we can do the build down to the first verse where it's like I really like this sound of the vocal in a bottle, sort of.
I keep running, but I'm running out of time.
To me, that is sort of the sound of what's the name of that band? Well, there's a little bit of Redbone in it, Childish Gambino. But what I'm thinking is where he got the idea, which is Sly and the Family Stone, I think. It's just that particular effect, and I use this plugin to achieve that, the Real ADT from Waves, which is just about the only Waves plugin I still use, but it's pretty perfect for this, so you can hear it without and with.
I keep running, but I'm running out of time.
And then with it on.
I keep running, but I'm running out of time.
Yeah, man, I just like that. It's got that sparkly metallic thing going on, and it's just one duplicate of the voice that is pushed. Well, what is it? 12 milliseconds, and then there's a little bit of variety in the speed. So it's some kind of a chorus type thing, but not really. It just sounds very specific, and I think it sounds great. And then we got like a sound like this one that I really like. Thanks, Isa. I feel like I haven't seen your name in the chat before. Could that be? Nice to meet you. I'm also experimenting a little bit with a vocoded thing here to just emphasize the line. I'm not sure I think it's brilliant yet, that sound. It could be perhaps that it should be a saw instead. Let's see. Yeah, maybe that. Honestly, it's so far behind. It's just that I am really trying to get the most out of the vocals this time around, rather than adding all sorts of shit to the instrumental. I'm more trying to let the vocals be what provides sort of the interest of the song. And then there's just a whole lot of recorded stuff, like all the claves here. Are different recordings. And they're pretty much out of time, but it just really adds to an organic vibe that you can't do with MIDI.
I know, I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know, I know. I keep running.
So I feel like
But I'm running out of time. You won't get another minute of my prime. Tell me what you want and tell me what you like. I wanna take back what's rightfully mine. I know, I know, I know, I know.
okay, so I have two ideas that I just want to test out real quick. One of them was this might be dumb and not work at all, but let's try it out. I was thinking, just a second, I want you to hear these samples over here. Here we go. Okay, so maybe something like. I think there's too much noise. Let's just try my own U-bass here that I recorded years ago. Is that a specific? Is that something you have to do for like write and perform songs within the month? How many songs? I think that's important to ask.
I don't even think about you.
You know what? I think actually what I want is sort of a bad, kind of a slap bass kind of a sound. Just that might be a terrible idea, but let's try it. I keep running, but I'm running out of time. Genres, maybe. So, what kind of a genre uses slap bass? I don't even know. Jazz? I know you can't hear it right now. I'll find out. I'm really glad you're here, Yisa. I'm glad you like the vibe. It's very mellow, at least today. But sometimes okay, let's help Frederik for a second, and talk about how to finish songs within a month or so. I think the most important bit is you have to just put aside perfectionism is your is really your enemy in this situation. So you have to just, for instance, like give yourself 2 hours, and then if you have a sketch, just say, okay, when those 2 hours are done, I have to have, like, I don't know, a 3 or 4 minute demo. Because what happens is that if you overthink it before you do it, it's almost impossible to live up to the expectations that you build up in your head. And much rather than that, I'd say it is to just jump into it and try to not think too much about it beforehand, and just see where your intuition brings you. Because you can try to be all sorts of things. You can try to make it sound like, heck, I don't know, like a flume or whatever. You can try to make it sound like whoever. For some reason, I just can't remember a single artist right now. You can try to make it sound like Rangleklass, but it's going to take you longer because you can't only use your intuition. You also have to use your brain to make it sound like something else. So I would say just try to do something. And if you're just mildly successful after those 2 hours, maybe you have something to work on the next time you do 2 hours. But I think it's important to have these goals where you just sort of leave the overthinking part of your brain behind, where you don't. It's a bad idea to become your own critic. You know, sometimes you can listen to your song as if you're a critic, listening to an album. And you shouldn't do that. You should just try to do it in as natural a way as possible. for instance, and I mean, this is difficult. Oftentimes, I fall into the trap of becoming my own worst critic, but really, it just fucking kills creativity. So yesterday, I just had a really good run where, I have this one single idea for one melody line, and then I just go. I gave it like 2 hours or whatever, just off, and I try to turn off. There's a few times during those 2 hours where I think, is this good enough? And if you hear that voice, honestly, just try to mute it and work on, because you're not really losing that much time. If you're giving an idea an hour more, I think we really often stop ourselves too early in the process. A lot of good ideas, a lot of good sounds, they need time. They need at least 2 hours in order to be fulfilled, to become something special. So that thing where you, after like working on something for 3 minutes, try to or start to become your own critic, you have to leave that behind. And you can really turn this situation into something amazing. Because I think, thank you, Mikkel. And yeah, you say overthinking is, it's not right. I was seriously overthinking making music for like, I don't know, 5 years or so. I still made some fine music during that time, but I didn't have a lot of fun with it because I was constantly comparing myself to others. And, letting myself know what I could do and what I couldn't do. So try to release yourself from all of that. The worst thing you can do is to initially think about how cool you want the music to be. Because I think that inherently only creates uncool music that wants to be cool. Does that make any sense? What I think is cool is listening to someone who just made a fucking song that just happened. That's cool to me. But as producers, as songwriters, we can really lose ourselves to this idea of wanting to sound like other cool artists or whatever. Does any of this make sense to you, for like? While you think about whether it makes sense to you, I can see that I totally forgot to turn on any light in here. So give me a second. Hi, Moolen. You don't need that advice right now. You're rolling, man. Exactly, Magnus. I totally agree with you. I think it's so important to do you rather than try to do someone else. And it's such a simple piece of advice, but it's also almost the most difficult thing to do. Also, when you're in the music industry, you're constantly sort of bombarded with what works for other people, and you kind of want to do that yourself because it seems like a quick way to be successful or whatever. But if your heart's not in it, if that's not if it doesn't ring true to you, it won't ring true to the audience afterwards either. So yeah, it's so interesting because I think to people who become musicians, it's often like a lifetime dream, a lifelong dream. Thanks, Moon. I was thinking you would like this one. And thank you, Sebastian, for liking the stream. Look, I think I can definitely just tell myself that by trying to be as true as possible to whatever skill set I turned out to have, it's the only way that I'm able to make songs that really matter. So do you, Frederik, and don't try to do anyone else. And thank you, Frederik. Totally, Isa. So yeah, for instance, I think this song that I'm working on right now is a pretty good example of this, because if I would be my own worst critic, just let's say 30 minutes after coming up with the first melody, I would probably have thought like, this is not a Ranglekloss song. This doesn't work with the other songs or whatever. But having worked the idea through, thank you, Sixten, I really think that it is a Ranglekloss song. I totally think it is. It might be like the softest vibe of a Ranglekloss song, but you know, they can't all be nostalgic pieces of music. So sometimes it's something like this. Also, by the way, Frederik, another thing I would tell you, maybe try to work with some other people, because I wouldn't have been able to make this without Simon. This is his harmonic brain, his way of seeing chords, his way of playing chords, and then combined with my way of making beats and writing melodies. But I wouldn't have been able to write this song on my own. So maybe seek out some people, some other musicians you really like. Just get them in there to whatever they can do, like sing something, play some piano, whatever. But you'll get that spark of an idea from outside your comfort zone, and then that can spark something in you.
I don't even think about you anymore. I made up my mind, you're a hurt and a bore. I'm lying on the street with the smile you adore. I know, I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know, I know. I keep running, but I'm running out of time. You won't get another minute of my prime. Tell me what you wanna do, what you like. I'm gonna take by what's
That's good flying. Happy to help.
I know, I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know, I know. I don't even think about you anymore.
Okay. Let's see. I was working on that bass idea, and I was thinking that it should be a slap bass, right? Okay, I think I know where I have one. Hang on for a second. I might have a contact there. I think there's like a cheap sounding slap bass in just the general library you get with Contact. Oh, actually, I just got Contact 6. Thank you, Tony, for that update. Mm-hmm. Okay, factory library. Let's see. Bass. Maybe funk bass. Is that it? I don't know. Yeah, that could be done. This sound, and then like overly compressed, maybe some bit reduction and all kinds of stuff. Let's try it. I don't like this spinning wheel. We might have to restart Ableton. Come on, please. It's not that I'm afraid of losing any work, it's just annoying. Okay. That's definitely a force quit situation. I've had a little bit of issue with this song. It's been fucking up my Mac a bit, but I mean, there's just so many plugins running, so it does make sense. Yeah, here we go. There's some sort of issue there. Oh, damn it. Pressed the wrong key. I have to see how much work I just lost. I'm an idiot. Really? Am I changing this? It stays on. What is that? Well, that's lovely. Hang on for a second. Any other questions in the meantime while I get my system up and running again? Hang on for a second. I have to go find that that backup that I just lost because I wasn't thinking. Is it here? I think that should be it. Magnus, I've thought about the themes, yeah. And I kind of want it to be a reflection between where I am right now in my life and then sort of comparing it to the teenage years, but sort of in a, not in an obvious way. I don't want anyone else really besides me knowing which stories are from what era. I just want them to coexist, if that makes any sense. And Frederik, I am planning on playing. I will play concerts. I think both October and November, and I think I'm gonna play like 6 or something. Time will tell. And I think this summer, thank you, daughter. Thank you for liking the stream at the most boring moment of it. But I'm googling how to get the setback that I lost a second ago, and trying to answer questions at the same time. Let's see. Okay, it was base files. What was this one? Okay, so it's these. Okay. I think I know how to do it now. Let's see if it works. Yes. Okay, cool. No, but I will play concerts again soon. And also, I mean, I'll keep doing it on the stream here once in a while. I haven't really. It's going to be a little bit difficult while I finish the album, but I would love to maybe when I have like 3 or 4 more songs pretty much as done as the one I'm playing for you guys right now. I think we could already start like trying to play concerts where we see how they work before I finish them completely and release them, because that is the kind of thing that that I will miss by not being able to go play concerts right now. It's just such a good way of trying out new material and seeing how the audience reacts to it. So maybe we can do that on a live stream instead. Okay, so Ableton is working on opening. And in the meantime, I can just show you real quick the future studio cat that we're gonna have here in the studio. It is this guy. He's gonna be called Vigo. I think he's gonna be right over here, and we're gonna get him in a month and a half, me and Pernille. Good little boy. I just wish we got him like a year before. We should have had him like the first day of Corona, right? That would have made so much more sense. But anyways. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, good. nothing was lost. It took a while. I apologize for that. That was boring even for me, but I just couldn't remember what I changed, so this works better. Right. Okay. Funk bass.
I don't even think about you anymore.
Okay, so my idea here is that I'm thinking it could be fun. Like instead of making an actual bass line, I just wanted to hit once in a while.
I don't even.
And pretty short notes, like boom, and then maybe won't have another one for a couple of bars. I don't know.
I don't even think about you anymore. I don't even think about you anymore. I made up my mind, you're a hurt and a bore. I don't even think about you anymore.
And I don't really want it to be that bassy, actually. Yeah, it is, Isa. I'm so happy that I started doing this thing because it has helped me so much. Just focusing and having fun with it again.
I don't even think about you anymore. I made up.
Wow, that's not the right note.
I don't even. I don't even think about you. I don't even think about you anymore. I made up my mind, you're a hurt and a bore. I'm lying on the street. I don't even think about you anymore. I made up my mind, you're a hurt and a bore. I'm lying on the street with the smile you adore. I know, I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know, I know. I keep running. I don't even think about you anymore.
Okay, so let's make it even less like a bass and just more of a sound. Because I'm thinking like we still need the highs. I don't want this low pass filter.
I don't even.
What was that even? That was bad. Okay, let's just hear it in a loop real quick. Just sounds like a fucking fart right now. Does not work at all.
I don't even.
That's it. It's just,
I don't even think about you
too
anymore.
much distortion. Just remove a lot of it. Just subtle stuff. Getting better. Getting better. Yeah, this is kind of what I'm thinking. interesting is like it's a round robin, and I think maybe I want them at the highest velocity, so it sounds like a bad slap bass. Okay.
I don't even think about you anymore. I made up my mind, you're hurting the boat.
Why not, Frederik? We can do that. It could widen it a bit.
I don't even think about you anymore. I made up my mind, you're hurting the boat. You anymore. I made up my mind, you're hurting the boat. I'm lying on the street with the smile you adore. I'm lying on the street.
Yeah, this is too funny sounding, so let's just give that a rest and see. Gets us maybe a low mallet. Yeah, that is a possibility. Maybe something like this. I'm just gonna drop it here and.
I'm lying on the street. I'm lying on the street.
Better.
I don't even think about you anymore. I made up my mind, you're hurting the boat. I'm lying on the street with the smile you.
Not bad.
I don't even think about you anymore.
It's just something. Maybe it would be better with another sound. Let's try.
I don't even.
I just have to tune this one. I don't know what key to.
I don't even think about you anymore. I made up my mind, you're hurting the boat.
Let's try this one. And then pitch it down an octave. Yeah. Nope.
I don't even think about you anymore. I made up my mind, you're hurting the boat. I don't.
Maybe this one. It's just I'm looking for it to be sort of short. There's that rumbly bit to it, but maybe that's cool. I don't know. Let's add a little bit of reverb and stuff from the sense over here.
Think about you. I don't even think about you. I don't even think about you. I don't even think about you anymore. I made up my mind, you're hurting the boat. I'm lying on the street with the smile you adore. I know, I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know, I know. I don't even think of.
And last one. so I need it to be shorter. It needs to sort of die faster.
I don't even think about you anymore.
And then Decapitator for some reason didn't really work on this, so I think I'm just gonna... Second choice is always Saturn. Let's try that instead. Maybe that's gonna work.
I don't even think about
and something like that. It's just so fast and...
I don't even think about you anymore. The street with the smile you adore. I know, I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know, I know.
Okay, and listening to it now, I think there's a little bit too much of the delay here in the first chorus. I really like that delay sound, but I think let's save a little bit of that effect for later and say like this maybe.
I don't even think about you anymore.
A little bit more.
I made up my mind, you're hurting the boat.
Oh, and of course this sound needs to go into the lo-fi group and be a part of that sound. Or maybe even in the Clavis group. Let's listen. Yeah, already better. Maybe if it's in the Clavis group. That makes more sense to me.
I know, I know. I don't even think about you anymore. I don't even think. I don't even think about you.
Then we can actually, I mean, this was never the intention, but we can start creating small patterns here. Maybe it's going to be too much. Let's be mindful of that. But for a second, let's listen here.
I don't even think about you anymore. I don't even think.
Okay, it's fine, but I liked it better on.
I don't even think. I don't even think about you anymore. I made up my mind, you're hurting the boat. I'm lying on the street with the smile you adore. I know, I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know, I know. I keep running, but I'm running out of time. You won't get.
Okay, that's fine. Let's have that as an idea. The slap bass definitely didn't work. That's fine. We realized that. We didn't spend too much time on it or anything. Then maybe bring this back in the third chorus here.
I don't even think about you anymore. I made up my mind, you're hurting the boat. I'm lying on my sheets, doing nothing at all.
Yeah, man, it's good. This is really good. What was I thinking? Okay, right. So I'm just gonna go away for a few minutes, and And in the meantime, I'm gonna play you just the beat part of the song. And after that, we're gonna sample the vocal some more. I'm gonna try to put it through Portal. We've done that before with a great effect. And there's a few spots where I want it, right here, for instance, where it says like, oh, sorry.
I don't even think about you anymore.
Oh, actually, while I remember, I love the tail of this sound. It's perfect. And I want it to just raise volume-wise a tiny bit right here, just to create almost like a sweep. So I think it's something like this. Let's say 2.5 dB.
I don't even think about you anymore.
Let's see, maybe go 4. So instead of now, this is without it, and it's sort of flat.
I don't even think.
That's fine.
I don't even think about.
I like that. It's a little bit too much right now, but maybe if we do like this, and then to 2.5, let's say that. Yeah. Okay. And I'm copying that. But this was of course not what I wanted to do, but as always I lose my fret and just jump into something else. But so we have that one twice.
I don't even think about you anymore. I could make you cry if I wanted, but no.
And then I want something like whatever.
I'm lying on the street with the smile you adore. I know.
Some type of interesting vocal cut that is not where it goes through something granular or whatever. That's my idea. We're gonna do that right after I come back, and in the meantime,
Don't even think of.
here's the beat. All right. So, what should we sample? Well, maybe mainly it's the I don't want to think about you anymore. Let's try that to begin with. And I would want to what I'm thinking is which plugins to mute and which to keep on. I think I'm gonna mute all of these. And then let's just put on a few portals and see what the fuck happens. And I'll be ready to record on this track. From 34. Post effects. Portal Vox. Okay, ready. That's too fast. Let's try something else. Wild. Let's try to record that, see what happens.
Think about you anymore. I'm in my street with the smile you do.
Okay. Interesting, maybe not as good as I was hoping for, actually. So, take 2. Let's try slowness. And to anyone who hasn't, to those of you who haven't seen it before, this is Portal. This is a plugin, granular plus other stuff. And right now I'm just bouncing through some presets that I've saved and changed. And instead of just starting from nothing every time, I just have these go-to things.
Think about you anymore. I made up my mind. You heard it in the book.
I think that's boring.
I don't think about it anymore. Made up my mind. You heard it in the book. I'm lying on the I know.
Wow, that's sick.
I don't even think about you anymore. I made up my mind. Your mind never heard it.
Okay, definitely worth it to try this one out. It does sound a little bit like there's a little bit of like a dry signal going through.
I don't even think about
Oh,
you
it's right here. I need to put that at 100.
Think about you.
You know what? I'm gonna save this as a clicker as well, just for some other time.
Think about you anymore.
This could be interesting, I think.
Think about you anymore. Mind you ever heard it? Street with the smile you do. I know, I know.
Yes.
Think about you and you anymore. On my knees on a day. On my knees, on my knee, 'cause I.
Nope. Let's just try that to begin with. That's the buffer repeater.
Mind you ever
I love those. Using this one, you get some of the breaths are just, well, breathtaking.
I think about. Mind you ever heard in the book? And street, my. I know.
Okay, so the parts that I like about this, but and let's just try with these sounds that we already have now. What I like about this last one are the quiet parts. There's way too much stuff going on in these parts where you can see that they're just busy. But for instance, this one.
I know.
How am I supposed to do that? I did it the wrong way. Like that? Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. Let's see what we got. I mean, these are almost nothing sounds. There's almost nothing here, but if we start looping them and shit, it's just, it can be. Hi, Stefan. Yeah, that's cool, Stefan. Glad to hear that, man. If you join Patreon, I'm gonna put up I made like the expensive chain with all these bought plugins that I use, but then I made another one only using Ableton's plugins, and if that's something you can use with macros and all, then that's going to be on Patreon later today. That bit, this, so maybe like that. What about this? I love building these small tracks. These small vibes from nothing. That's cool, Stefan. Ooh, listen to that sound. So we could have a loop that's maybe something like this. But without that part, so.
Don't think about you anymore.
back with all the...
I don't even think about you anymore. I don't even think about you anymore.
Okay, so there's already some kind of an idea going on here. I would like to save this for maybe here.
I know, I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know, I know.
I'm not sure if it's...
I don't even think about you anymore. I don't even think about you anymore. Tell me what you want and give me what you like. I'm gonna take back what's rightfully mine. I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. Tell me what you want and give me what you like. I'm gonna take back what's rightfully mine. I know, 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 I know. I don't even think about you anymore. I could make you cry if I wanted, but no. I'm lying on the street with the smile you adore.
Oh my god, it's so rare that I like something I make this much. It's nice, man. I was thinking maybe to make this clavis stereo.
I don't even think about you anymore. I could make you cry if I wanted, but no. I'm lying on the street with the smile you adore. I know, 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 I know.
It's difficult. They work, both of them.
I don't even think
It kind of needs less. It doesn't take up as much of our attention if it's just mono. So I think I'm gonna keep it there. Maybe, you know what? Sometimes it's cool to just put on an auto pan and then without it being synced and having it pretty slow, something like this. Then it's just a little bit different every time in the stereo image, but it seems static.
I don't even think about you anymore.
Oh, now I know why it sounds so sorry. Why it sounds so dull all of a sudden. It's because all of these plugins aren't on.
I don't even think about you anymore. I could make you cry if I wanted, but no. I'm lying on the street with the...
Okay, so let's finish this breathing bit. Yeah, a high pass might be it can always be a good idea. I kind of want some of the push down there, but we can remove the very lows. Let's see. Also, maybe take out some 4 kilohertz or something. Or is it this? Yeah, I think I want a little bit of this out. Maybe we don't really need the very high stuff. Yeah, that's more pleasant. Let's try that. 7.5.
I don't even think about you anymore. I could make you cry if I wanted, but no.
Okay, and then my bad. Thanks, Stefan. Yeah, that is kind of the vibe. I totally agree. Woo. Could be cool if there was like a... Let's listen to some of the others that we created here. The portal stuff. I think I'm just gonna move this a little bit like away from the actual arrangement, then we can cut it the way I want it without fucking up anything. That was the one we already heard, I think.
Think about you anymore.
Wow.
Think
He's wild.
anymore.
What if I do like that? All right. I always forget it's live wants you to edit it up here. That's good. That's a good little bit. That's really nice as well. I like that it has that noise ending. We could definitely use that.
Mind you heard.
Wow, these are spectacular.
Mind you heard her.
So again, I'll just say, make some audio from your effects, people. You're gonna get some amazing sounds from it. That is so great too. Holy shit, I love this plugin. It's funny because the first time I tried it, I wasn't that into it, but
Street with the smile you do. I know.
so this could probably also be a thing.
I know.
I mean, these instead of making stupid sounding EDM type effects and risers, just put a vocal or whatever through something like this, and then we have that as a riser instead.
I know.
That's useful too. Okay. I think I'm gonna make a second portal track for this. Just to know that this is a different kind. Let's call it portal glitch instead, or something like that. Okay. So I think these should be pretty subtle in the mix. Let's just move it over here and see what we can come up with. I like this one a lot, so maybe if that's right here.
I don't even think about. I don't even think about.
It's not that off.
I don't even think about you anymore. I don't even. I don't even think.
It takes up too much space.
I don't even think about. made up my mind, you were hurting the boat. I'm lying on the street with the smile you adore.
Not there either. Let's see. Maybe this is just not the right bit. Let's see.
I made up my mind, you were hurting the boat. I made up my mind, you were hurting.
Yeah, if we can make this, because this is from mine.
I made up my mind, you were hurting the boat.
Something like that. And then it shouldn't be the first verse, but maybe the second. So 11 or chorus, I guess.
I don't even think about you anymore. I could make it cry if I wanted, but no.
Okay, so that's a different lyric. I forgot about that. Is it maybe here?
I made up my mind, you were hurting the boat.
I mean, they sound better alone than in the mix right now. Maybe they're just too loud. Maybe it's not the right mood, and we have to skip it. But then I could save it for something else. This one is pretty fucking cool. Yeah, man.
I don't even think about you anymore. I could make it cry if I wanted, but no.
Maybe there. Yeah, that was good.
I'm lying on the street with this. I'm lying on the street. I'm lying on the street with the smile you adore. I'm lying on the street with the smile you adore. I know. I'm lying on the street with the smile. I'm lying on the street with the smile you adore. I'm lying on the street with the smile. Lying on the street with the smile you adore. Lying on the street with the smile you adore. I know, I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know, I know. Just gonna take back what's rightfully mine. Just gonna take back what's rightfully. Just gonna take back what's rightfully. Tell me what you wanna do. Just gonna take back what's rightfully mine. Running out of time. You won't get another minute of my prime. Tell me what you wanna do. Just gonna take back what's rightfully mine. I know, I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know, I know. I don't even think about you anymore. I could make it cry if I wanted, but no. I'm lying on the street with the smile you adore. I know, I know, I know, I know. I know. Don't even think about you anymore. I could make it cry if I wanted, but no. I'm lying on the street with the smile you adore. I know, I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know, I know.
the thing about using these glitches and stuff like that is that you really quickly lose your sort of overview of what you've used, where you've used it. So then I try to first just do some creative stuff, and then I have to spend some time in the end trying to make sense of it and make sure that it sort of develops in the right way.
Think about you more.
Maybe we can use that bit as a riser. And also that bit if we reverse it. Oops. Wrong. Hey, Brandon. You good, man? I'm working on the same song as yesterday, but we're getting there. Yeah, that's a good effect. This one probably also, let's reverse that as well and sweep it and see. We can for sure use that. Yeah. Okay, let's try to reverse this one as well. See if we can make a sweep from it. Yeah, so as I said, I'm just trying to make some effects from this rather than do stupid rises and shit like that. Nice one. It really sounds sort of... That could be maybe interesting as well as a reversed thing. Okay. That means we got that one, we got this one. Yeah, got that one. That is such a... We have to thank Esbjørn for that line, because that is so Esbjørn. I would never write that on my own. He's the Baby Bite supersize. But I will go out of my comfort zone and keep that lyric going and expand my mind, because it sounds fucking great. That's not useful. Okay, great. Okay, so we have some reverse stuff here. Let's make another track. Call it Portal Reverse. And definitely not brown, man. I'm not gonna have a brown track going. What am I? Mm-hmm. And about that song, Brandon, I think, well, we'll see when Esbjørn is available. We talked about having him by the studio very soon to finish that one, so that we can write it, finish it together. Okay, so that should be at an I know.
I'm lying on the street with the smile you adore. I know.
Almost can't hear it.
I know.
I think it's good here. try to boost the gain a bit.
I know, I know, no, no. I know, I know, no, no.
And that would be great if...
Oh, no, no.
Yeah, it should be there.
I know, no, no.
Okay, so let's say that's one thing to do with it. We can do that there and...
I know, no, no. I know, no.
Cool. Okay. So that was in the second and the third. That seems right. Okay, let's see where we can use this one.
I don't even think about you anymore. I made up my mind, you're a hurting the bore. I'm lying on my sheets doing nothing at all. I know. I'm lying on my sheets doing nothing at all. I know.
But it was great over here, right?
I know. I don't even think about you anymore. I could make you cry if I wanted, but no.
Let's take a break. I think you're completely right, Brandon. But it's also a matter of keeping yourself interested, I think. Like, I don't know. If I only used Ableton's plugins, I think I would just be bored because I spent so much time on it. But you are completely right. Like, there is nothing wrong with these plugins. And the sound of it, it's not that... Although I would say the only thing where I could really feel a giant difference between the super expensive ones, or the expensive ones, and the Ableton ones was the limiter. I don't think Ableton's limiter is good enough. Yeah. APU. We can meet once a week. Well, that would probably be Tutorial Tuesday. That is from here on known as the APU group. But it was I was fascinated by it as well because I thought the difference would be so much bigger. But you can do just about anything with, for instance, Ableton's plugins, and the same goes with with Logic or Cubase or whatever. Hey, Owen, good to see you again, man. We're talking about being plugin obsessed right now. But then again, there are some creative plugins, like, for instance, the Portal plugin I'm using right now to create sounds. Those are very different from anything that Live can give you. But however, I would say there are some Max for Live patches that might do something similar. But the creative ones can have quite a big difference. But an EQ is kind of an EQ. I mean, Ableton's EQ can oversample. You won't get that aliasing thing. And even if you get a little bit of that aliasing thing, no, actually, Brandon, I tried to download it yesterday, but then I had an internet issue and I just got away from it. But I saw it and I wanted to try it. But right now, of course, I'm using Pro L, and that's a good one, especially in the what is the name of the algorithm that I use? It's all round, isn't it? Yeah, all round. I do think that's pretty good. If you keep logging into Plugin Alliance, Stefan, you should definitely get the year subscription. That is going to save you money. That's what I did, and I really like it, because then when there's a new plugin on the market, you never feel like, oh, I should have waited because it's cheaper now, or it was just updated or something. You get it, and I would spend that amount at Plugin Alliance anyways every year. So now I just have all of it. And they are, along with FabFilter, for sure my favorite companies. If you should keep your plugin needs somewhat under wraps, like contain yourself, maybe those are the most important ones. But yeah, as shown yesterday, you can get to just about the same space with the Ableton's plugins. You know what? I was really surprised about how well the saturation plugin worked. The only reason I've never used Ableton saturation plugin, and it is super annoying, is that it doesn't volume compensate. So when you drive it, then afterwards you have to turn down the output, and it doesn't work for me. I don't understand why they didn't create a volume compensation thing with it, because then you could just crank it real quick and you could hear the difference while you were working with it, but without adding so if you add 15 dB of gain in the saturation plugin, you kind of get 15 more dBs of gain, and you can't really hear the difference of the sound. It's just louder. It's always been strange to me, because it sounds fine, but workflow wise it just didn't work. Hello. I love that. We get one cowboy emoji per stream, just about. I like that. It's now it's kind of a thing. It doesn't feel like a real live stream unless we've had the cowboy emoji. One day I'm gonna go to like a secondhand shop and try to see if I can find one of those. Is it called like a sexton or something like that? A sexton hat? I think I could fucking rock it, man. Also, the long hair, I kind of look like a cowboy that's been herding cattle for like 3 years straight. I haven't seen a hairdresser or a shower. Just been eating beans and. Yeah, exactly, Brandon. I think workflow-wise, it's important to be inspired, and if they look like shit, then the great thing about actually using Live's plugins is that they don't take up any space in your workflow, because they're all down here on the plugin line or plugin whatever, the effects section, and that is a brilliant idea, I think. Oh yeah, Costo, I could definitely see that. Also because they're like modeled after the MS-20 and the ladder filter and stuff like that, right? It's probably a little bit more of an analog feeling, I would think, but I started Deadwood with Pernille, and it was definitely not her cup of tea. Maybe I should just see it on my own. And Pernille has noticed that for some reason I've the more I stream, I'm like diving into some sort of Danish, British accent. The only thing I can think of is that we have a mate who moved from London to Copenhagen a few years back, and maybe I'm just completely copying him. I'm not sure, but I haven't really. So what I'm saying is that I'm just such a copycat basically that if I watch Deadwood for a couple of seasons, maybe I'll start talking like an 1890s prospector. Hey, by the way, talking of 1890s prospectors, there's that movie called The Ballad of Buster Scruggs by the Coen brothers. I think it's on Netflix, and it's sort of like it's 8 or so vignettes of like cowboy stories, and it's all right. But there's this one in the middle. There's one story in the middle where Tom Waits plays a gold digger. Okay, no, is it called the gold digger? Like he's actually digging for gold, and he's so good in it. And it's kind of about how man has changed the earth and greed and all sorts of things. But that particular scene is amazing. 10-gallon hat. Okay, cool. I'll look for it. I'll get my. No, it's not a sexton. It's called a Stetson. What I was thinking about. That's definitely the name of a hat. Sure, I could see the Madeline music videos with me and Asbjørn in cowboy hats. I think it would be pretty hot. Asbjørn has been getting ripped for the past 3 months because he's recording music videos right now. So I'll have to dress in baggy clothes, not to look bad next to him, because he's really fucking ripped right now, dude. He did like a keto diet and just worked out for a long time. He's got a 6-pack and all. Now I will never ever find the discipline to make that happen for me, but I'm sure Nuala would love it. Okay, so I will for sure check out Deadwood. Gold Prospector. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay. Nice little talk. Let's get back into the weird vocal effects.
I don't even think about you anymore.
What is the cowboy diet? Is it like it must be like beef and beans, right? That's the cowboy diet.
I made up my mind, you're a hurting. I don't even think about you anymore. I made up my mind, you're a hurting. I made up my mind, you're a hurting. I made up my mind, you're a hurting. I made up my mind, you're a hurting.
Yeah, I like that, Stefan. Desperation. I'm right now, vocal effects wise, I'm kind of going overboard, and then we can dial it back later on. I'm just trying to find places where it works. Oh, no cigarettes for me, man. It's so difficult for me not to get. I've never been a big smoker, but I've had small periods of time where I did it, and it's always difficult for me to stop. And I think mainly it's because I did snooze for like fucking 8 years or so. Don't smoke.
Lying on my sheets, doing nothing at all. I know. I don't even think about you anymore. I know. I don't even think about you anymore. cry if I wanted, but no.
Okay. That means we got Portal Vox. That's the breathy stuff. Now I'm gonna try to put it at the right places.
I don't even think about you anymore.
That one is a little bit too much here. And then I don't want those tongue sounds are annoying. Let's try to just take this a little bit instead.
I don't even think about you anymore.
Sure. I mean, it's so subtle, but it works.
I know.
And then I think
I know. I keep running, but I'm running out of time. You won't get another minute of my prime. Tell me what you want and tell me what you like. I'm gonna take back what's rightfully mine. I know. I don't even think about you anymore.
okay. Let's see.
No. I don't even think about you anymore.
Good point, Brandon. If I need that kind of a sound, I'll just use like a sawtooth for a little bit of filtering, and you kind of get the same. And it's easier than eating a lot of beans.
No. I don't even think about you anymore. I could make you cry if I wanted, but no. I'm lying on the street with the smile you adore. I know.
Can I tune this bit to work a little bit better?
I know.
Okay, and here I made a big mistake in trying to add to the stereo image by doing all kinds of things. I wanted to be mono and then have the piano in the sides. Pretty sure I did it here, right?
Safe to say, I say it's safe to say no.
Can't promise anything, Stefan.
I self-medicate, it's obvious, I know.
Maybe is it enough? Kind of like it better like this. How about the fallback?
Safe to say, I say it's safe to say no.
Okay, focus.
Tell me what you want and tell me what you like. I wanna take back what's rightfully mine. I know.
Again, I'm thinking. Thank you, Jens. Again, I'm thinking like maybe if we. This is a stereo image thing. I think a little bit too much is just stereo right now because it is. You know what I mean?
I don't even think.
Also, I lost track of where I am. Yeah, this is it. Okay, let's do it like that, maybe. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep a little bit of stereo-ness, but like only one fourth. But listen to like I'm putting that in the center, and then you can actually hear the choir that's going on in the sides, and you couldn't hear that before. So either I should just delete the choir from that moment, or do this. I think actually what we need to do is make it completely mono and then have a little bit of autopan. Slow and out of I can really recommend when you use autopanner, try to make it work without it being synced to begin with, because it's just more interesting. Like if you know like every bar it's over here and every other bar it's over here, it's kind of like your brain just forgets about it. It's not interesting to it because you can mathematically say exactly what's going to happen. But if you're using hertz instead, I don't know. I just often have a better time using that.
I know.
Yeah.
On my knees on a dirt road, on my knees and I look for who I am. On my knees 'cause I don't know.
I'm looking forward to recording that properly. That was just but wasn't that actually the very first idea that we came up with? I think so. I think this was the first melody.
On my knees on a dirt road, on my knees and I look for who I am. On my knees 'cause I don't know who I am. Who I am.
Just got a quick idea.
Who I am. On my knees on a dirt road.
Hey.
On my knees and I look for who I am. On my knees on a dirt road. On my knees and I look for who I am. On my knees 'cause I don't know who I am.
Okay, and then as slow as possible.
On my knees and I look for who I am. On my knees 'cause I don't.
And try it like.
On my knees and I look for who I am on my knees 'cause I don't. On my knees and I look for who I am. On my knees 'cause I don't. On my knees and I look for who I am. On my knees 'cause I don't.
Yeah. If that doesn't work, it won't work.
On my knees and I look for who I am. On my knees 'cause I don't know.
So that is 2. Let me try to put it up here instead.
On my knees and I look for who I am. On my knees 'cause I don't.
Okay, I have to make a 4th track here, I think. I think maybe making vocal sounds is my favorite bit because it's so difficult to fuck up. You can just about do anything to the vocal and it'll still sound pretty good. So oftentimes I just try something, see what happens. Oh, that's pretty interesting, I think. Sounds better on the other side of the ADT for some reason. Yeah, man. It's not bad. Then let's distort it in an ugly way, maybe using the saturator. It's too much, but sometimes I like using this effect, but just mix it in only like, I don't know, 15% or something. Just add some dirt. Maybe it would be best to add before all the stereo-ness. Thank you, Gert. Appreciate it. Yeah, it just makes it sound worse, but better.
On my knees, look for. On my knees, look for. On my knees,
It doesn't work there.
know if I mean.
Oh, we can do that, Stefan. It's fine. This is the only thing I was in flow doing. Yeah, so my vocal mic is the Sphere, the Townsend Lab Sphere. I recorded in console, but yeah, so I recorded. I used the LD12, I guess. Actually, if that's not intentional, I think. I thought I was using another one. Anyways, you it sounds good, so who cares? Actually, no, I don't have to write it down now because it's on the stream. But so it records it. Nothing fancy. I don't put on a preamp or anything in UAD. I think it sounds so good. But then I put it through. Let's see here. The Pro C, the LA2A, then I do some tuning, and as I said before, it's especially in the demo stage, and then when I've recorded the very best, I do it in a more neat way, maybe do some Melodyne instead. Maybe if I love it, just keep it, but in the demo stage, it's always on and pretty radical. And then Pro DS. So these 3 are the main guys that I have on every single vocal track. The Pro C one, just if we can go to a place where something's actually happening on it, we might have to use this track instead. You can see the Pro C. Okay.
Think about you anymore. I could make you cry if I wanted, but no.
What I'm doing with that one is I'm trying to not cut more than 3 dB. And the way I want to cut it is I'm thinking of that one as a way of taming the very peaks of the vocal. So I'm not trying to get a smacked sound from it. I'm just trying to take the very first little like the things that would stick out tremendously, and that's all it takes. So most of the time it's not doing anything.
Think about you anymore.
But you could see, for instance, bout
I could make you cry if I
and
wanted,
cry.
but no.
So that's a mild compression. Maybe this could be a little bit too much rather than too little. I don't know. I think it sounds fine. But if I redid it again, I would probably make it do 1 dB less of compression. Then the LA2A here is more like it's also a color as much as it is compression, but I think that should do about 3 dBs again.
Think about you anymore.
Even less.
I could make you cry if I wanted, but no.
So together, I would say that these two do about 5 dBs of compression. And then the Pro DS is my go-to DS. I put that on every track, and then if I have some groups, I might put on a few more DSs. So then this track goes into this group, and on the group I have Pro Q, and that's where I remove the frequencies I don't like. And I always use gem dopamine now to add highs. That's the way I boost the top end of the vocal if I want to. It's a really great plugin. It doesn't take a lot of CPU. It's rather expensive though. Probably could do something similar with lives. I don't know. But it's a set and forget thing for me. I put it on and just dial it up a little bit. It's kind of a one-knob thing, but it sounds spectacular. It adds air without it being ugly for the ear. A few more DSs to add a little bit more. I use the Waves one, whatever. It's just to not use the exact same thing with the Pro DS again. So I use some other ones that where the vocal hit them differently. Then I put on Soothe to take out very specific harshness. And then I do a little bit more compression. This one probably doesn't really do anything, I would think.
Think about you anymore.
Okay, so again, that is a peak thing. To be honest, this isn't that particularly compressed. Maybe I should actually compress it more. Oh, and if I do more compression, I mainly use the TubeTech CL1B Mark II. This has a great sound for vocal. So maybe let's do a ratio 3.
Think about you anymore.
But again, I'm not going to take particularly much, and that's my best advice, is to not do too much in one plugin. Because that way it's going to be more transparent if you, for instance, right now this vocal is being compressed 4 times, but only slightly.
Think about you anymore. I could make you cry if I wanted, but no. I'm lying on the street with the smile you adore.
Maybe something like this.
think about you anymore. I could make you cry if I wanted, but no. I'm lying on the street with the smile you adore. I know, I know, I know, I know.
And from there on out, it's the plugins are creative rather than dynamics. So as far as I remember, I worked that one out then.
You won't get another minute. You won't get another try if I wanted, but no.
You're welcome, Stefan. I don't even think about you anymore.
I'm lying on the street with the smile you adore. I know, I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know, I know. Another minute, another minute of my prime. Tell me what you want and tell me what you like. I'm gonna take back what's rightfully mine. I know, 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 I know. I don't even think about you anymore. I could make you cry if I wanted, but no. I'm lying on the street.
Okay, by the way, I think this Portal synth, actually we should try to put it through the lo-fi group, I think. Yeah, it might as well. It's very subtle, and then I think we could add a little bit more, like, low end in it. I would like to push that. Sounds great. And maybe, I mean, there's part of this sound I don't love, but it looks better.
I'm lying on the street with the smile you adore. I know, I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know, I know.
Okay, so definitely not a fill there.
I know, I know, I know, I know.
Maybe we should have the Portal things in the lo-fi group as well. Let's try that.
I could make you cry if I wanted, but no. I'm lying on the street with the smile you adore. I know, I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know,
I don't know, it's like, does this do some type of, I definitely feel like this became exceptionally loud by being added to the group.
I know, I know, I know, I know. Safe to say, I say it's safe to say no. I self-medicate, it's obvious, I know. Tell me what you want and tell me what you like. I'm gonna take by what's rightfully mine. I know, I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know, I know.
All right. I think I need a break soon. If you have any last suggestions, hit me up now. Or forever hold your peace.
I know, I know. I don't even think about you anymore. I could make you cry if I wanted, but no.
Hey Nathan.
Lying on the street with the smile you adore. 'Cause I know, I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know, I know. Safe to say, I say it's safe to say no. I self-medicate, it's obvious, I know. Tell me what you want and tell me what you like. I'm gonna take by what's rightfully mine. I know, I know, I know, I know. 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 I know, I know, I know. On my knees on a dirt road.
What the fuck just happened there?
On my knees. I know, I know, I know. On my knees on a dirt road. On my knees and I look for who I am. On my knees 'cause I don't know if I meet someone I hardly know. Let it roll, let it roll.
Maybe.
Lying on my sheets doing the feeling all. Lying on my sheets doing the feeling all. I know, I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know, I know. I don't even think about you anymore. I could make you cry if I wanted, but no. Why don't you think about me anymore? I know, I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know, I know.
Okay, so maybe I need to just remove some of these extra things later on. But I think this is a good place to start with it, and then we can. Hi, Chaza, thank you. I have a feeling I slaughtered that name and didn't say it right, but if you can hit me up with a description of how to say it, I would be thankful.
I know, I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know, I know. Let it roll, let it roll, oh. I don't even think about you anymore. I made up my mind, you're a hurt and a bore. I'm lying on my sheets doing nothing at all. I know, I know, I know, I
stuff better outside of the lo-fi group. It's as if they get a little bit too compressed here. Can't really control the dynamics.
I don't even think about you anymore. I made up my mind, you're a hurt and a bore. I'm lying on my sheets, doing nothing at all.
I think that's gonna be it for today. Choir at some points. But for now, I might just leave it for some weeks because it is kind of done. Like as an idea, it feels ready. I won't change it a lot from here on out. That's for sure.
I know, I know, I know, I know. I keep running, but I'm running out of time. You won't get another minute of my prime. Tell me what you want and give me what you like. I'm gonna take back what's rightfully mine.
Hey, Ronnie.
I know, I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know, I know. I don't even think about you anymore. I could make you cry if I wanted, but no. I'm lying on the street with the smile you adore. I know, I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know, I know. Safe to say, I say it's safe.
Okay, cool. I have one thing I want to do, and then I'm gonna. Take a break. Old trusty organ, it always works. Can't get that to work right now. Okay. Guys, thank you for watching today. We took it to another step. I wasn't that effective, but kinda. And yesterday I did that master bus tutorial thing. You can go watch that again. And then if you're a member of the Patreon page, where you can get B-sides and all sorts of shit, then I'm gonna give you the preset. So you can put it on your own master bus. And yeah, take care, guys. Ciao.
Safe to say, I say it's safe to say no. I self-medicate, it's obvious, I know. Tell me what you want.